Monkyvers. Welcome to Emotional Wellness as a musician. Hi, my name is Hillary. I pass for trauma. I pass for violence, a bunch of things. I have a video link on my profile that is called My Life, so you can watch it. But I just passed for a lot of problems back in the day when I was teenager and adulthood, close to in this era of teenagehood as well when I was a child, and I passed for a lot of problems. And a problem literally have a solution. So I feel like from that sense you and I, we can learn a little bit of it because I'm the person who now is single. I mean, I don't want to have a lot of problems with like dating and a lot of stuff, but one of the things that's kept me being single for a long time, it was that I really don't like problems that. But anyway, I'm still happy to be single. I'm going to help you how to figure the problem. As a musician, we have problems with chores, we have problems with, things that you might consider not a problem. Let's say, like, for example, if I have a chore that doesn't work, or if I had it. But that's what I made this video. So, yeah. The video is called so right now I'm going to teach you some advices that you can fix some problems. So yeah. A problem has solution. Always keep that on your mind. It doesn't matter if it's bigger, doesn't matter if it's smaller, doesn't matter if it's. A problem always have a solution. And for emotional problems, for physical problems, for financial problems, and for a lot of problems, you have a solution. And for health problems, like for physical problems, like if something is broke, either you glue that, either you fix that, either you tell another person to fix you that. For physical problems, I'm talking about objects, not people. The misconception that we have about fixing other people is that we think there are objects that we can fix by putting glue, putting that. But if you're seeing yourself like a physical form, and sometimes you want to be fixed like an object, you need to do that for you. You can improve by someone else, but you cannot be fixed or changed if it's not for you. Always will come this friction when you are trying to fix yourself for another person because you are not doing that for yourself. Like you are not taking the first step. So since from there you need to take that myself, like, oh my gosh, but I can't. No, like it's in you to be fixed, on you, not in others. Okay, because take that as somebody who really was trying to fix a bunch of people, my parents, people that I was interested on the past and all of that. Because I remember I have a talk with a girl that was my same age a long time ago, that she was telling me that she's going to change for me, but she was not changing for herself. And at the end of the day, I move on, she moved on because she was not able to take that for herself. So for me as well, I'm not going to have that charge on me. And as well for you. I repeat that multiple times with boys, with girls, to me, the same. Literally the same. Don't land in that spiral. Oh my gosh, but they're a boy. Oh my god, but they're a girl. Emotionally can be different, but in terms of actions can be different. But in the terms and the core of like change and improve are completely different. There is a Latin quote that says, if a person doesn't change, change a person. And it doesn't need that you need to avoid a problem. Like some problems can be fixed, but we're going step by step, okay? So from physical things, even yourself, this is a solution. Fine, it's okay. For things that are emotional, there always will come the time that you need to label all your emotions, all your triggers. For example, to me, I know me well. I know if I don't sleep well, if I don't eat, if I don't have a good time physical that it comes working out, I will be angry. You can tell. I will be angry. So the way that I regulate myself is by working out, doing inhale exercise, breathing, inhaling. And don't get me wrong, I do like that exercise. However, we can implement that by doing workout sessions and also like kind of doing this exercise subtle because most of the time we were in a public environment and we don't want to do this, so like holding this and doing that because that is not the what we want to do in public. When we want to handle our emotions that are really strong, like being sad, being angry, being um mad, because most of the time we are mad sometimes. And by inhaling and exhaling in a subtle way, I mean, you inhale and you are walking, and you exhale and you're walking, and you are doing that on public, you are more likely to be regulated, but in a subtle way. Because if we do this, oh my gosh, but we need to hold ourselves, but we need to be humans, and I know some people can be shy of these things. So by doing this stuff, you will calm yourself, not by suppressing all the things, but just by letting it out in a healthy way that you can letting it out in a way that is very healthy and very kind of subtle. Next, moving on with things that we find that are considered, not good. For example, physical stuff. I feel like body image issues are real, and what we call that is body positive is by accepting your body, but not to be in the state of mind. No, you know what? I'm going to be fat. I'm going to be really thinner. I'm not going to eat a lot. I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to avoid eating this food so I could achieve this body in a healthy way. I feel like we need to embrace ourselves first so then we can make a change, because I love body positive. I used to being overweight straight up. One of the problems is that you are not going to promote being overweight for other people so you could feel better with yourself, and you should tell them directly that that is not good for their health, because body positive is meant to accept you who you are, so you can now take the baby step to go to a public environment or even to being with yourself and work out and work on your physical and mental health, because physical health will help you to get through these moments when you don't feel like you might feel regulated, because when you don't take a lot of nutritions, your body is going to juggle, is going to have problems. When you are nutritions, when you are taking nutritive food, when you are doing these things, your immune system and your body is going to give you that own reward. So take that pattern of like, but I'm doing body positive, but I'm promoting that. You are not loving yourself. You can look at yourself in the mirror without nothing. You can tell that you like yourself a lot. That's when you know that you really love yourself. That's when you use body positive. When you are in this state that you don't have a good figure, so that when the moment comes and you will feel like you work a lot, and you will look at yourself in the mirror and will tell, damn, I look good. So that is the way that you fix a physical problem, by accepting yourself and using body positive in that. I don't like when I see some women, being, oh my gosh, body positive, oh my gosh, doing that, or oh my gosh, but they don't actually put the work onto so they can achieve this body image. It's like if you are trying to tell me that, I don't know, it's purple when actually it's pink, but you are not dyeing the color. Like, it's the same. But when it comes to problems that are more related to emotional stuffs and combined with physical stuffs, that is more about in terms of like connection, in terms of partnership, that I even struggle a lot. And this might even help you to at least have a better taste in people, because tell me the course that you have and I will tell you who you are. It doesn't matter if you're with them or not. If you're looking for someone who isn't healthy mentally, physically, and in terms of that, that will be the same reflection for someone who you have a partner. Like, we need to stop romanticizing a person, even a singer or even someone who, have addictions, have stuffs, by just telling ourselves, oh my gosh, but they're famous, or oh my gosh, but they have a bunch of money. That they are people. We need to see them like people. And in a way that you will detach from the a bunch of millions that they have, a bunch of popular songs that they have, and just by looking themselves like, by looking them like a person, that's going to reflect in our own lives. Like, for example, to me, that I used to like singers that were drug addicts, that were drinking, that were doing drugs, that were doing this, doing that, was a reflection that actually what I like in real life. So that's going to reflect. It's always going to reflect all the time. And don't get into this part of telling me, oh my gosh, but this, oh my gosh, but that, oh my gosh, but I will have hate for this person. When you have hate for other people, when you don't like something, when you have this strong word hate, it's because you are strongly disagree with something. There is one quote that it says, I'm strongly disagree with something is equal to I hate this. But in a more delicate way. Like subtle way. And for things like problems that are considered in relationships, because not all relationships are meant to be like, oh my gosh, this is my partner, oh my gosh, I love them, oh my gosh, I like them. There's gonna be some necessities that you have that you need to communicate with someone that you are not going to let that be out of the box, because there is sometimes that you need to communicate sexual things, physical things, emotional needs that you have, that you don't need to lack that in yourself. You don't need to have any type of taboos. You will not be extremely open with someone in that sense, with your family, with your parents, with your environment that you are in. And I know there is some type of taboos and limits that you might have, but at least communicate that with them in the best way possible, so you will create a better environment to you. As a person who passed for this when they were a chaotic environment, I need to communicate my needs openly. I don't like colleagues, for example. My family knows that a lot. I don't like spending to the bathroom 5 minutes because I took my time to do my own things on the bathroom. So I communicate that to my parents. I don't like to being waking up at another person. I don't like to, being forced to do something that I don't like when it comes to relationships. I don't like to drive because I just think that that time I need to relax. So from that sense, you communicate your needs, and even sexual things that I don't know, like if you're an adult or a teenager, I think that it's okay to you to know these things, but there is things that you like that are taboo to you that you actually didn't explore, that you don't need to be with the person to like can explore that, but just by asking, you have the thoughts of, and by asking another person that, or even a psychologist that will help you to guide and have a good, you know, way when it comes to thoughts that you might have, or oh my gosh, but I like this boy, or I like this girl at the same time, or I like these traits about them, or I like these things about them, because there is gonna be mommy issues that will evolve in that things that will evolve that is sexual health. That sometimes we have taboos in ourselves for like cleaning, what we like, what we don't like, and we don't have a certain type of guide, and we think that a doctor or a psychologist is a person who is going to judge us. But you need to be truly and fully open so you can might fix these things. For example, I used to have these traits with a boy that I really was into, but it was not because I was into them, it was because I was missing all the love that I have for my dad. And until I repeat that multiple times with some boys, And I told my psychologist openly that I like these things physical things that they do to me, and they told me that I wouldn't be repeating patterns with them. So from that sense, I was really open to them by telling that, and to take care of my own sexual health. Things that you know yourself, what you really like and what you really don't like. You know your limits, what you don't like, and it's always evolving in all type of sense. Because when we want to fix a problem, like lacking interest, lacking love, lacking things like that, we are lacking being creative with another person. We are lacking a bunch of things, and we are just lacking that and lacking and lacking, and we don't want to have a solution. And for a problem that I see often between people, between couples, and I always have the chance even to study a little bit when I've been doing the podcast of what I think of OnlyFans, and is that a lot of girls will take an advantage of you, that you don't have any creativity in you know what sense, and they will take that advantage of you. And that's why a lot of people that are married go to that websites, because you are lacking in that sense creativity. And creativity doesn't mean that you would, do something like, oh my gosh, but I need to do something. Yeah, you connect things that are not considered connected. Like, for example, this mug that I have that I really love. Like, who will think that this mug is white? Who will think that it will have a sunflower? Who will think that it will have a strawberry? Who will think that that was creative? Somebody connect some stuff and they do this. And by taking these steps, by doing these things, by fixing these stuffs, you will create peace. There is a quote on pantheism that says that your conatus, that is your good energy or your lightest energy, your vibrant energy, is not being stopped by all the forces and all the things that happen in the exterior, will not affect you. You will fix that, you will find a solution. But when it comes to like thinking that peace is the not presence of problems, that you will not have problems, it's not that peace. Peace is when you fix that stuff, when you put the work on. And for women that I've been seeing often, that they think just because, oh my gosh, I don't move and I don't do this, because there is always this quote that I've been seeing of like girls saying that a woman really doesn't need to do a lot of things, that a woman needs to be receiving. But there is not actual work on it, or what we used to think, because work is work, emotional, physical, mental, a bunch of things. Because a man or a woman that works 24/7 or have a work to 9 to 5 is going to put the word physical and mental, right? But someone, a man or a woman, doesn't matter gender, it's just a person, okay? Is going to put the work emotionally and physical as well, but not in a way that is expected to be show. For someone who's working, the work that they're putting on and all the things that they're doing are just working on the work that they do. Doesn't matter if it's e-commerce, doesn't matter if it's by, guiding other people, that work. But for someone who is helping that person to still keep the work on, will be the work emotional, by managing the emotional other person, by supporting them, by giving them food, by doing these things. And there's not the same type of work, but it's a work that they need to do. And don't be guided by these things. So I don't know, I need to be married someone rich, I need to marry someone rich. For even women and men, men and men, women and women, and all the genders in the sense, because I experience with both, because women and men, I've been talking with them for real. And even the way that they identify is not gonna rely on in the way they show up for their work. Like, it's just about telling yourself that it's okay to work, that it's okay to show up, that it's okay to do these things, and you will feel proud. Because when you lack that, you're going to have a lack of confidence when you're wanting to, take the first step with someone, because there's gonna be certain type of thoughts that you may have that in your work that is going to affect you in a sense with relationships, and you are lacking confidence because you don't achieve that side of you that is work, or let's call it masculine energy, that is just by letting up, show up, showing up all the things that you have, because it feels nice when you achieve something for you. I remember when I got my first $200 for working, and it feels nice. But when someone is helping you with that as well, it feels nice also. You don't like 2 cents for you and for another person. And it doesn't need to be always suspected in the way that you work, and it's always this work of like, I work 9 to 5 and that's it. Like, there's multiple jobs, there's multiple things that you can do, so you can feel proud of yourself, so you can don't like that on you, and you will fix our problems of confidence. Because when you are not confident, you are jealous for another person they have that, is when you know that you can achieve something. And if you try your best and you didn't achieve, it's okay. At least you can say, I don't like this and I'm not good at it, and instead of saying I didn't try. It's better said that to yourself than not actually try it. Because I tried so many things. I tried teaching, I tried working with nails, I tried working with hair, I tried working with, I don't know, so many things, but it didn't work out to me. What it sticks better to me right now is music that I've been doing here, and I really like that. Because I used to be a teacher of some kid that I need to work in presence and, human to human, let's say. And it didn't work out to me, but at least I know that I didn't like that. I didn't like to be the worker for someone else, but I love to be my own boss in terms of like work, because I know when and how and who I'm going to work with, that it's only me. But when it comes emotionally, I was trying to, being the one who is always in church, being the one who is always telling the other person what to do, what they don't need to do. And it didn't work out to me. So I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I just love to be guy. I just love to be guy. I'm not going to tell another person what to do anymore. I mean, and you should know when to tell them and when to don't tell them. Because there's going to be this misconception of like, but they don't know how to do this, but they don't. Let them figure it out. Let them figure it out. There's so many doubts that you can have, and you can tell someone what to do, but they will figure it out for themselves, and you should let the free will that they have to be. Even if you love manifestation, even if you love a bunch of things, even if you like to do spells, because I don't know, there's so many women that really like to do spells nowadays. But let the free will be. There is not gonna be something beautiful that free will. And maybe you like to do love spells. You can have certain type of areas that it's attraction, physical attraction, and that attraction as well. Done. But the core values are not gonna be aligned, because when you search someone for core values, it's going to feel more fulfilling than when you are searching someone for physical things. As a bisexual, as an bisexual, I need to have these things fulfilled for real. Because I see so many pretty bodies. I see so many pretty bodies. I'm done with pretty bodies. I mean, I'm done. But when it comes to finding that on yourself, because you might be thinking, oh my gosh, but I'm single. Oh my gosh, but I'm single. You are not actually single. You are in a period of time where you don't find your perfect match. Because when you find yourself in this spiral of didn't knowing how and why and all of that, it's because you don't know what you like. And if the person of your dreams come to you, you're not going to lie to yourself and being like, but I love to be single. I mean, it happens to me. I'm kinda sick. I mean, it happens to me. That really, let's say, the person in my dreams come to me, but I was in a period of time where I was needing to be single. I was needing to be single. And I really like to be single. I can have my own free will, but you can still have your own free will when you are with someone. That is the lie that society told us. Oh, you know what? I need to be independent woman. I need to be that. I need to be. But you are independent. Like you are not literally a stick to another person, right? So that is not such a title of like, oh my gosh, but I'm a stick to the person. You are not glued to them. Be for real. You're not glued to them. That is when you know that you are not like, and that's how you fix that problems. Like, and if you ever find into this spiral of didn't know what to do, didn't know how to manage some crisis or panic attacks, the way that I work that is therapeutic that I will tell you how to do is every time that you have bad thoughts or a spiral, right here, all the thoughts. But I'm going to take 30 minutes. Take that 30 minutes, please. 30 minutes to yourself, okay? Write all the thoughts and put it in front of you and look at them. And every time that you will have a bad thought, it doesn't matter if you like have 20 pages, because I remember one time that I had 20 pages of all the thoughts that I have on my mind. And place that on your wall, so every time that you will see, oh my gosh, but I have this thought, you will see that it's the same thought that I have. Okay, it's a tradition, it's okay, and you will give it another redirection. But when the time end of like 30 minutes or 20 minutes that you let all your thoughts to be, you will change that to be more positive, and instead of like, I couldn't make that, but I tried that, I didn't accomplish that, but I tried this, I did this wrong, but I didn't miss, so don't do it. And that way you will give it another redirection, and in that way you will fix slowly and gradually all the misconception, all the bad thoughts that you had. And don't tell yourself that it's a lie manifesting, it's a lie to do these things, because when you are trying to manifest something, you first accept yourself for who you are, and don't let yourself to be consumed by your ego. The first step to changing is by telling your ego directly who you are. For example, I tell my ego all the time that I never will be able to wake up because I have these traumas, I have these things. I tell my ego that things. I mean, you are so tiny ego that really you are so tight on these things on the past that you can never wake up because of this, you could never do this, you could never do that, you will never do these things. So I tell my ego directly what was the type of reason. I know my ego so well. Or maybe I know that I need to do these things, but I'm kind of lazy doing these things. I know that I can achieve this, but I don't like to do these things. I tell, and I'm brutally honest. And I don't know, it's kind of mashy, but when you tell your ego all the time, I fear you. I fear your ego because of this, because of that, because of the reason, because all the things that I had, you you let yourself all the stress out. Because you are honest, like you are not lying to yourself. Even after this exercise you can then affirm. Also, it's called the shadow work, that you tell all your truths and then you affirm. That is each step, baby step by baby step, to actually heal. Accepting, redirecting, releasing, done. That's all the patterns that you need to take. And I'm also implementing that in my music, so stream my music as well. Okay, I hope that it will be helpful to you. Let me know down below, and please try to fix all the problems that you have for yourself, because there is a lot of work that you will evolve in someone. I'm telling you directly, that got me through crisis 2 times, so I hope that this will help you. And again, thank you so much for being here, Monkyvers. I really, really appreciate all of you. And follow me. That's it. Have a good day. Love you. You can do your best. I know. If I do my best, you can do your best. And I still fixing some stuff in my life, but I'm not bigger than what we think. And by the way, you choose your problems. You choose your problems and the way that you fix them. Okay? Bye. Take care. Bye.